Let's see. Am I live? I'm live. Let's go. We are live on YouTube right now. This is glorious. We're back better than ever, baby. So excited to be back, ladies and gentlemen. Like, for real, for real. It's so good to be back on the whole YouTube front. On my main YouTube channel, there's no other channels out there. We're going to be reviewing AEW Collision for 8/26/2023. We got a prediction thing going on, and then I'm going to get back to playing Fortnite, which I like this season a lot. Don't believe everything you hear. That new rocket launcher is a beautiful and a sexy thing. I'm having fun with it, just diving into things and having fun. Anyway, let's get into talking about AEW's Collision. We're going to go into it. We're going to talk about just upon everything tonight. I tried to tell you all there's going to be 14 different matches. I tried to tell you all at All In. At All In, they're giving you 14 different matches and they're adding matches in. I tried telling you guys. I tried telling you. Nobody believed me. Everybody told me, oh, Rafe, you don't, Rev, you don't know what you're talking about, my guy. Like, guys, I tried telling you. Each and every one of you, Tony Khan wanted 14 matches, and he's getting 14 matches. Nobody listened to me when it came to that. Everybody told me the same shit. Oh, Tony Khan won't do that. It's too much of a pay-per-view. Obviously, he's pulling the trigger. Obviously, he's pulling the trigger. Obviously. Nobody believes me. Everybody told me, oh, well, he's not doing 14 matches. How dare him? Well, he's doing 14 matches. Nobody sat here and is batting an eye about it. He's doing 14 matches. And he added Jungle Boy and Hook to All In as well to fill in for what happened with Ray Phoenix and everything. I'm expecting Goldberg at this point. Maybe Edge. I'm expecting this show to blow our pants off tomorrow. Hands down, blow our pants off tomorrow, 100% for sure. I say that right now. But Collision was good. We got questions and answers answered. Billy Gunn again, House of Black versus Acclaim. I guess for the trios champion, we're gonna get that at All Out or All In. I'm not 100% there, but that was another match that's being added. Like again. Yeah, it's being added. That was the 10th match. They're adding that in. House of Black, that's happening. So again, I don't know what people thought Billy Gunn was retiring. It was all kayfabed in story. I even thought that was that. They made you all believe that he was retiring. No, it was all to make him into this badass thing one last time, and he's going to have probably one last run with AEW, and then probably go back to WWE as a producer or a coach or whatever, you know? So at the end of the day, really, Billy Gunn, that whole thing, and they did a rap video, which was really good. I think the Acclaim and Billy Gunn work very, very well. Hands down, 100%. Things that you saw tonight, you got to see the Outcast, Ruby Soho on TV, moaning, bitching, and groaning. So she's also going to be on All Out. So the second pay-per-view, the week after that, she's going to be on the other pay-per-view for the TBS belt, which is good. Because Statlander needed something, to be honest with you. Statlander just needed something to go her way. And I don't think she gets respected, as she said on when she was doing her promo. I don't think she gets respected enough. I think you will see Jade at All In. They got to do something. If Thunder Rosa's not capable of being there, I really see Thunder Rosa being there. I also see Mercedes, Monet. I see Mercedes Monet there big time as well. Again, as I said, All Out is looking somewhat decent, and All In, they had to add more matches to make it worth the pay-per-view buy, and they did. So the two matches they added was literally the House of Black versus the Acclaim. So they added this in. So Billy Gunn's going to be there. It's going to be the Acclaim versus the House of Black. They added some other stuff into the Blackpool Combat Club match for the Stadium Stampede. They did add more to the Golden Elite match. So every match is going to be long. Just expect this pay-per-view to sit down and be, I would say, 7 hours long. I would say 7 to 8 hours long. I expect it to be really, really long. I expect this to go the distance. I expect 6-7 hours at least. If they're starting at 11 o'clock, they're going to have the pre-show go on for 2-3 hours. What Tony Khan said, he's going to have a stacked all-in 0 hour on the pay-per-view to sell the pay-per-view beforehand. Again, this is going to be a 7-hour pay-per-view. I'm going to be worn out by the end of the day tomorrow. Whatever I decide to watch it on or whoever I decide to watch it with. Like I said, I'll be reviewing it right after the fact, and there's going to be a lot of things I'm going to talk about, and it's going to be a long show for me. At the end of the day, I told you guys Tony Khan wanted a long pay-per-view. He wants this to be like WrestleMania, long and drawn. At least I thought it should have been 2 nights. The way he's stacking this up, I think if they're going to do stadium shows for 7 or 8 hours, they need to break this pay-per-view up in 2 days. To me, 2 days would suffice all this. You can have 3 hours. You can have literally 6 hours on one, 6 hours on another if you're going to go for a lot of matches. And 2, we don't know the star power we're going to see. Are we going to see Edge? Are we going to see maybe Monet? Are we going to see Goldberg? Are we going to see, maybe we see some unknown people that we haven't seen in a minute? Again, like I said, expect some things, you know what I mean? Again, 6-7 hour pay-per-view, maybe more. Plus, you got the media scrum after the fact, so that's going to be long and drawn out. So, just get prepared for those things, like I said. Again, like I said, I have no complaints. Collision was really, really good. The 8-man tag was really good. The rap video. The women's match here, I don't understand. Willow Nightingale should be on the all-in pay-per-view kickoff show going against Athena. They should have that rubber match at that point. You know what I mean? They should. Or have another match together. They complement each other very well. I think Athena should be on this card. I think Ring of Honor should be on this card. I don't understand why it's not. Maybe All Out, they have a card, maybe. Maybe they do those things. I don't know. If you're treating all Ring of Honor as a third promotion or as a promotion in between AEW, it should be featured within your major pay-per-views. I don't understand that. I don't get logic with that, but that's beyond me. Like I said, this show was good. Let me go into some of the things that I thought were good in the show tonight. Again, we hear from Jack Perry. I could care less. Jack Perry, this whole build for the FTW championship. I know they're going to retire it. It looks like Hook may win at All In and get his, get his victory, get his loss back. Again, Ricky Starks and Big Bill. I see things out of this feud. Them as a tag team, I could see them feuding with somebody. Ricky Starks is good shit, and he's showing you right now what he is. And he's really good at being a heel. He's taking the belt out. He's beating people up. That's what you want, for your talent. Big Bill, he needs a mouthpiece, and Ricky Starks is perfect. I think, Ricky Starks maybe working with the embassy would be best for business for him. I think it's great that Big Bill's finally getting somewhat of recognition. I still think Enzo should, if he's in New Japan, as they say, the reports are saying, he should come over to AEW and be part of the roster, with the whole New Japan partnership and help Big Bill out. I think he should be the ultimate mouthpiece for this man because it works out. Their chemistry is fire. But I highly doubt they're going to do that. Enzo did prove himself in MLW to be good, but not that good. He needs to be proven in New Japan Pro Wrestling and stuff like that. So we got Jay White, Sorb Strickland, Luchasaurus, Brian Cage versus Darby Allin, Sting, and CM Punk. Again, this match went the distance. I did like at the end Samoa Joe and CM Punk going at each other. I think it's going to be good for the Real World's Championship. Again, CM Punk's walking out of that. I don't see Samoa Joe winning that championship unless they take it off of him. And, at a big pay-per-view, maybe put Samoa Joe over. I highly doubt it. Tag team wise, FTR, I think they're going to lose because of what's going on with Cash Wheeler. I think, Wheeler, they'll make him they'll lose those titles. I think that's what's happening. Women's championship match, I either can go to Saraya or Toni Storm. I think it's going to go back to Toni Storm because originally Toni Storm was filming a movie or a biopic, wrestling biopic from the 80s. It was her, Charlotte Flair, Selena Vega was there, a whole bunch of WWE talent. They were filming for upcoming, I think it's called Queen of the Ring or something like that, biopic of somebody's career and stuff like that. So, again, I could see Toni Storm winning that belt back. I can even see Britt Baker winning it, and maybe we get Jamie Hayter to come back, and we have maybe Jamie Hayter coming back as a heel, or maybe we have Britt Baker turning on her. You could also have maybe Monet come in here and face the champion as they win it, and possibly we could start a feud that way. Or maybe maybe we get swerved. Maybe Kairi Sane is not going to WWE, and maybe this is all just belt up. Don't know. Maybe Athena comes out and it's champion versus champion at All Out. Maybe they do it that way. Who's the better champion? Again, like I said, it's very tough for me to kind of have a decision when it comes to the women's stuff because it's hard because you could have Saraya win it, but what has she done for you lately? You can have Willow come in and face the champion, look her down, stare her down, and you can have a feud with Willow because Willow is literally the New Japan Strong, and you can have champion versus champion. But if you have Toni Storm win it, you've already been down that page with Willow Nightingale, so it's really hard to go that far. I think it's going to be somebody that we haven't seen yet in AEW, and I think it's going to be Mercedes, or it's going to be, again, Thunder Rosa, the title she never lost. I think you're going to see her. And what is she going to do? Come out with the Real World's Women's Championship belt and put her little Thunder T on it, and that's going to be her real championship? She going to hold a red bag too? Yes, Thunder Rosa's been holding off. She's ready to go, just been holding off on television, which I think Thunder Rosa would be best for business. We also have, in all this too, Jungle Boy and Hook. There was no build to that. But they're pulling the trigger on these things because of matches that were supposed to be on the all-out pay-per-view side of things now being made for All In because of what's going on with Rey Fenix. A lot of the injuries that happen in AEW. Again, All Out's been All In and All Out has been kind of a disaster. Tony Khan booking it because of injuries. Supposedly they were going to have Danielson come back and they were going to do Okada there, but Danielson's not ready yet. Maybe by Stadium Stampede, maybe by State Grand Slam they do that. Again, like I said, this card is a little bit weird, but I'm interested in it. Like Eddie Kingston, man, pulling out the promos tonight on Collision, I got to give him that. Like Eddie Kingston is a promo, and I think it's his time now to shine. I think he's proven himself in Ring of Honor. I think it's time for him to get at least a championship belt of some sort. To me, I think he should be Claudio at this point. Claudio needs to be fighting for the real championships in AEW. You give Eddie Kingston his due. You finally have him beat Claudio, and then have Claudio finally transcend maybe into the Real World's Championship on Collision. Maybe you have him go for the Real AEW Championship, the BBB Championship, whoever wins that. Again, I think Adam Cole and MJF are going to lose that Ring of Honor tag team match. I really believe this. And I think Adam Cole comes out as your champion. You gotta either make Maxwell, Jacob Freeman, MJF a heel and keep him that way, or you make Adam Cole a heel and you keep MJF as this fun-loving babyface. you're kind of stuck in a rut with that. And to me, I really think what you should do is you have Adam Cole plant the seeds after they lose and, have something big at the end. I think you're going to see something big. I think you see the Undisputed Kingdom come together, and you could see Roddy and Adam Cole playing MJF, and he loses the belt here. What has MJF done up to this point to, I think Adam Cole would be your better champion, to be honest. I think it would be the best heel thing you could do. MJF is over. Way over, and I think you could have him go against CM Punk, and you could start that rivalry again if you wanted to. There's money in that. To me, Adam Cole being heel is best for business to me. FTR losing the belts is best for business because how far can you go if Cash Wheeler gets in trouble and has to be on house arrest or whatever, or pay a fine? Do you want that to still represent your tag team division on the top? No, you have them lose. Young Bucks haven't won anything in a minute. You have them win your championship belts. You know what I mean? The Golden Elite, you have them win. Seriously, you have them beat the Bullet Club Gold. Big time. Shida, it's hard because I like Shida, and I think Shida's a great champion in her own right. But again, like I said, she's a transitional champion. That's how they've made her out to be. So you either have Toni Storm and Saraya win it, or you go for the swerve. I have Saraya winning it. If my predictions are wrong, I'm wrong. But you have Saraya win, then you have Jamie Hayter come out, or you have Monet come out, because originally it was supposed to be at All In. It was supposed to be Saraya versus Monet, and Saraya was supposed to be the champion, and then Monet was getting her moment. That's what speculation and rumor has been. Jungle Boy, Hook, I have Hook going all the way at this point. Hook is great shit. Hook needs to be pushed at a big, big, big way. They have done nothing with Hook. Hook needs to start talking on a mic. I think this is Hook's time. I think Hook, literally, no joke, figuratively, you have him win. You have him win convincingly against Jungle Boy or Jack Perry. Jack Perry does not need the FTW belt. Jack Perry needs a TNT championship, international championship, or you have him go against, if it is MJF holding that belt in some type of fuckery and you turn him heel, it's going to be really hard because I could see Jungle Boy going after CM Punk. I could see Jungle Boy Jungle Boy needs to go to the next level at this point. That's what I'm basically saying. You got to put him next level. And same with Hook. Hook's got to go to the next level. They got to retire this FTW belt. I just honestly, or you introduce another title in AEW called the AEW FTW Championship belt. And you make it pretty much a television title. Technically. That's what you do. You have no other choice. Either you fucking retire it, or you keep this going on. And if they keep this FTW title thing going on, I'm going to be amazed. I think Hook wins here. I think they retire it. Or what they do is they introduce another belt, a new belt, maybe a television title. Maybe they call it the TBS men's belt. They do something of the range. I don't mind AEW having a lot of belts, but they got to make sense. They have to make sense. You know what I mean? This is why I like the Ebb and Flow over in Ring of Honor. And I'm shocked that Ring of Honor is not getting some love in this pay-per-view because they've been really doing well on Honor Club. And this is why I say AEW, Tony Khan is fucked up here, where Ring of Honor should be on TV somewhere because it is really hella good. I just don't like the fact it's taped. I don't like the fact of certain things. But overall, I really, really enjoy AEW or Ring of Honor for what it is. Okay? At the end of the day. I'm going to share out this live stream real quick. Let's see. Am I on Facebook? Am I on Facebook? Yeah, I'm on Facebook right now. Let's see. Getting all the stuff out there for everybody. Let me make sure I'm sharing this stuff out. Excuse me. I got to make sure I'm signing into my other page. But you guys get the point where I'm coming from when it comes to AEW. I think All In could be really, really good. They're working what they have at this point. You know, Phoenix with the visa issue. Penta's only going to be there. Again, we got some stuff with Preston Vance and whatever's going on there. Looks really interesting. They were beating people up. Looked like they almost died in the segment. So, you know, again, like I said before, we're going to find out. You know what I mean? We're going to see, you know, what goes on with AEW. We're going to see what goes on within, you know, the show itself and things like that. I have a good feeling about All Out and All In. I think it should be good. Personally good. Again, like I said before, you know, these matches, man, I told people 14 matches, you're getting 11. Plus, you're getting 5 during the pre-show, and there's some special stuff they couldn't say until All In happens. But I think it's going to be an 8-hour pay-per-view. I've said this all along. Nobody believed me. Everybody said the same shit to me. Oh, you know, they're treating this like WrestleMania. How long is WrestleMania by the time we're all said and done? 7 hours at least. By the pre-shows, the shows before it, All In is going to be considered your major WrestleMania for AEW at this point. In the middle of August or ending of August. Tell me if I'm saying anything wrong here. They're treating it like that. So I could see this show going through stadiums. If they do very well here and the numbers are good, the pay-per-view buys are good, I think the show is going to be all right. They're doing what they had to do last year when they had all the injuries for Forbidden Door. Sorry. So, like I said, MJF, Adam Cole, I think that's going to be Adam Cole winning your championship. I think there's going to be some fuckery towards MJF. I like MJF being a face. I think, you know, again, MJF should stay a face at this point. It's working very, very well. Or you could have them win the tag team belts, keep the tag team going, have them ring the Ring of Honor tag team belts at this point against Aussie Open. It's unfortunate to Aussie Open, but then what you do is you have MJF beat Adam Cole, maybe with some, you know, I don't know. They've booked themselves in a conundrum with that, so we'll see. Again, Will Ospreay versus Chris Jericho. It's going to be probably a sleeper match. I got Will Ospreay here. Like, no doubt about it. I think, you know, look, I love Chris Jericho. He's going to probably get help from his old mates from the Jericho Appreciation Society. I know he's going to be battered. Again, like I said, I got the Blackpool Combat Club. Santana and Ortiz being back, proud and powerful. They said they're still not getting on the same page, even them coming back. So I see Proud and Powerful coming back, and I see Blackpool Combat Club aligning themselves with 2 new brutes, and I see the Blackpool Combat Club winning. Now, it's not necessarily a bad thing. I think Eddie Kingston, Orange Cassidy, the best friends, are going to do very well on Penta. I think it's going to be a really good match. I think it's going to be high flying. You're going to get some stuff. But I think Eddie Kingston is going to lose here. Or they give it to him, but I really think it's going to go to the Blackpool Combat Club. You don't have Proud and Powerful, Santana and Ortiz coming back together and have them lose. You don't have somewhat LAX back in the building and you have them lose. That would just make no sense to me. Again, like I said, Sheeta's probably going to lose the title to either Toni Storm or Saraya. Or they can go for the swerve of Britt Baker. But I got Saraya winning it. And I have Monet coming out and facing her in the ring. I really think you're going to see the debut of Monet. Again, I do see Bill Goldberg. I see Goldberg during Darby Allin and Sting's, pay-per-view match against Christian Cage and Luchasaurus and Sturm Strickland. I really, really, really see Goldberg in this. I really do. I see Goldberg at the end. I see Darby Allin and Sting and AR Fox and all that being waived, and I see Goldberg spearing the shit out of either Darby Allin or Sting. And I see him making his debut that way and going, who's next? I see that a possibility. Again, it could go either way at the kickoff show, Aussie Open and MJF and Adam Cole. I could see it either going either way. Again, I have Darby Allin and Sting winning this coffin match against Swerve Strickland. Again, what else do I see here? The Real World Championship. Again, I see that going to Punk. I just can't see that going to Samoa Joe unless Samoa Joe does something to win that in heel form, heel tactics. Maybe Ricky Starks comes out and does something to help Joe win. I just don't see Joe walking away with the title like that. I'm surprised they're not doing title for title. I'm really surprised by that. They're not doing title for title here. The Golden Elite, I see winning against, Bullet Club Gold in the 6-man match. Again, like I said before, you take that whatever you take it with. Yeah, that's about it, man. Like, tonight, Renegade versus, Nightingale. That was a great match Nightingale, what can you go wrong? Nightingale is the future. Nightingale is great shit. I don't know why AEW doesn't push her to the moon and back. Again, Big Bill with Ricky Starks is perfect for me. Again, you had Dark Order versus Action Andretti and Dante Martin. Again, like I said, these are two good talents. They're hitting the reset switch with the Dark Order. I do really like what they're doing with the Dark Order on Ring of Honor against the Righteous. I think it's perfect. I think the Dark Order, they can add a couple more members to this, and I think they can rebuild and make it into something special. I think they can really reboot this. Luchasaurus, again, coming out with not the title, and it's it's the same shit. It's another day for me. He is a paperweight champion at my point. Christian is really your champion. And it's just sad to me. Luchasaurus deserves better than that. I see it all out. I see Darby Allin winning that title. There's no other way with that. What has Luchasaurus done to keep that title and Christian Cage? Nothing. It's in every week. With Luchasaurus, it's just been. And your dumpster fire of the night goes to that women's match. Honestly, your dumpster fire. Renegade, whatever her name is awful. Mercedes Carrera, what are they doing with her? I saw that on Ring of Honor. I'm like, this is not Mercedes that I know. It's awful. I would say Jungle Boy's interview is awful. That's another dumpster fire of the night. And I would honestly tell you, I liked what was going on with the Acclaim. I think, they gave you the swerve of he's retiring, but not really retiring, and this is his comeback story. Billy Gunn, so it's perfect. And they did a rap video. It's perfect. And they set up a lot of things in motion this week, really to get into All In and All Out. I really think All In, they kind of saved it. They needed to. And they're just penciling things in because of wrestlers being injured. Every time AEW does something big, they get hurt or like some big scandal or something happens to the point to where, you know what I mean? And, this was pre-taped, by the way, as well. Again, Keith Lee came out and squished somebody. Why is Keith Lee, again, another talent, I said this again, that's being underutilized. And then they had Will Hobbs and Miro. Yes, but no title. Yes, but no title. Yes, no title at All Out. Well, what are we doing? Tony, what are we doing? This should be at All In, another match on the pre-show, or, mid of the card at All In. This is big boy matches here. I don't know why we're putting them at All Out, but I think they put everything into All In and they haven't put anything into All Out. So I think they just went, okay, we gotta now blow the pants off the roof on this Wembley Stadium shit. So we got to put Hook, and then we got to put Jack Perry. They're just putting matches to put matches together. And again, like I said, I'm not mad over it. I just think they're rushing. I think they're scrambling. But they did announce, the announcers did, Kelly and a few others, and they were saying there was a bunch of surprises coming at All In. So I'm expecting some surprise debuts. I think Monet. I really think Edge. I could be wrong. My prediction is Monet shows up in the building, faces the champion, or we see Jamie Hayter, after all the injuries, face the champion. The roof is going to blow off the building, and Goldberg spearing Sting is just, it just screams it to me. I don't know why. I just have a feeling we're going to see Goldberg, or we may see Edge somewhere in that Luchasaurus match. We may see Edge help out Christian here, or we may see something. I don't know, but I think we're up for some debuts, and I think we're up for some trickery. And I also think we may see some outside people, like Jordan Grace is a free agent. She said she was taking some time back. Maybe she shows up maybe in the audience or maybe somewhere. I think we're going to see some surprises here at All In. And yeah, that's just honestly what I see. And I see this show going 7 to 8 hours. And people are going to be like, I'm already hearing the negativity from, I'm an AEW apologist. I'm an AEW fanboy. I lick the bunghole. Tony Khan, anything he does is great. No, he's working what he has. Got to give him the man credit when part of your roster's injured. Your main players are injured. You got to do what you got to do at the end of the day. And putting Jungle Boy and Hook there is perfect. They were going to do that for All Out anyway. They're doing it for All In. It's perfect. I think getting some surprises. I think you're going to see many surprises. I think Kota Ibushi will announce he's All Elite at All In. I see that. Kenny Omega, again, I wish Kenny Omega was fighting CM Punk instead. But they booked themselves into a conundrum. Really, they did. They booked themselves into a conundrum with Samoa Joe because they put the seeds there. So the problem is they've been putting that for a month there. The seeds of Samoa versus Punk, and it's been on off, but not really good storytelling. So you couldn't really put Kenny there. And Kenny was more of finish the story with Don fucking Callis. See, everybody wanted this match to happen, but you didn't finish the story with Don Callis. That story's got to come to an end. We will see. I guarantee we're going to see Kenny versus CM Punk for the Real World Championship down the line. I really think that. And I think that can go either way with me. I could see Kenny beating Punk and holding that belt, and I could see Punk winning it right back. So, that championship is fire. I just wish that championship was made differently. I wish it was a different belt, personally. I think the Real World Champion, if they're accepting this as a real title in AEW, please change it. Make it different. I don't care what you do to it. Make it different. Maybe make it like CM Punk colors, where it's white, blue, and red with the stars. I don't care what you do. You can make it a spinner champion for all I care. I don't give a fuck what you do. But they got to fix that shit real quick. Honestly, seriously, real quick. Again, Collision was good. You had Ruby Soho crying about how this, that, and the third, and then you had Statlander come out and just slay her with an interview again. And I like what was going on with Eddie Kingston, but this has got to be bi-weekly with Eddie Kingston. You can't, you seriously cannot have Eddie Kingston, one of your best promos, cut promos like this once a month or once every 6 months. You got to have him do it every week. And you got to be, you can't just bury him in Ring of Honor, which a lot of people don't watch. He cuts serious ass promos. He should be your champion over in Ring of Honor, but they don't value him like that. Again, I don't want to see him winning main AEW championships. Ring of Honor, I'm okay with. You could take it off that feel-good story finally. Have him have that feel-good story before he's all said and done in the next couple years. Eddie Kingston did say he was retiring or leaving the wrestling industry in the next few years. once it's all said and done. He said the wheels are starting to fall off, and he's starting to think about, what's next. And I really think if I'm Eddie Kingston, it's now or never. We pull the trigger here. They put him in championship matches just to lose. It's about time he wins. You know what I mean? So, at the end of the day, like I said, AEW's got a lot going on for it this weekend. Now it's their time to shine. Now it's time to see this half-ass booking if it's going to be good. And again, there's reasons for things, and I get why they did Samoa Joe and CM Punk. The seeds were there. I get why they're doing the Darby Allin coffin match. I get that. Jungle Boy and Hook, I think that should have been done a while ago. I get why they're doing it now. They got to fill in because people got hurt, and Rey Fenix is out, Danielson's out, and they're doing what they can with what they have, right? So, again, and also, too, we could see maybe we see different things happening here. Maybe we see different wrestlers. We got Matt Cardona, literally on the open market. We got, Maki Ito sitting on the sidelines for GCW on a contract by match basis there. We got Kairi Sane. Where's Kairi Sane going? There's no been definitive answer. We got Lacey Evans, that is official contract expired. We got Mandy Rose, contract expired. There's a lot of things AEW could do at this All-In show to bring in people in. So we're going to see. Again, we're going to find out what happens. We got EC3 possibly. I think he's still their champion or may show up in AEW. That's another one that's been on a contract-by-contract basis. Again, like I said before, we're going to find out what happens. So this is my predictions for, every match. Like I said, going forward into this, I think Adam Cole is going to be your new champion. I think the House of Black lose the trios titles. Those titles do change. CM Punk keeps the Real World's Championship. I don't think that changes hands there. Will Ospreay wins the match. I don't see Chris Jericho coming out the other side and winning. I really have the Blackpool Combat Club winning here. You don't have Sertana and Ortiz come back just to lose. You have them win, and you have the Blackpool Combat, and you make them honorary members at this point. Darby Allin and Sting, I have them winning. After match, I have Goldberg coming in and spearing the shit out of Sting or Darby Allin or both. Or jackhammering one and the other and spearing the other. I have either Tony Storm or Saraya winning, or we have Dr. Britt Baker win. Either of those three win, and then we have some debuts happening, or we have some people coming off the injury here. FTR, I think they're going to lose the belts here. I think after all the controversies that happened with Cash Wheeler, I think really it's the Young Bucks' time. They go over at All In. Jack Perry loses the belt here. I think Jack Perry loses to Hook. This has been a shitty booking match to begin with. You have Hook win. You have to have Hook win here. There's no doubt about it. You don't have Hook lose to lose. You'd be a fool to have Hook lose. End of story. Anyway, that's all I got for you tonight. Again, like I said, I missed out on some wrestling this week, especially Impact, Ring of Honor. I did not see the conclusion to Aussie Open leading up to Adam Cole and MJF. I know that match is starting to become fire. They already have butted heads a couple times in the last couple of months. I think that's going to be good. Collision was good tonight. Chef's kiss to SmackDown, Chef's kiss to Dynamite, and Chef's kiss to Collision this week. Your week shows of the week kind of was Raw and kind of was Rampage. Rampage, I don't know what the hell they're doing with it. And we were supposed to have Mr. Captain Insano. That was the rumor. There was an actual match built up, but unfortunately injuries, they're going to be pushing that back. So, and RVD, what are we doing with RVD? I think we're going to see him in that Jack Perry match. I really do. I had to drink some more water. But anyway, I'll see you guys on the next review tomorrow. Maybe we'll be doing a watch along. I don't know. I can't tell you yay, nay, maybe or so. But anyway, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out, and I'll see you.